Hola y bienvenido a mi canal. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm just doing a quick video about the few fears that I have moving forward. As I'm getting closer, I can tell that I'm getting afraid a little bit just because the days are going by so fast. I wake up in the morning and I blink and all of a sudden it's dinner time, and that keeps happening day after day as I get closer to the trip. And so I was just going to list out what my fears are and how I'm dealing with those, um, to kind of lay that out. It's not all, delusions of sunshine and rainbows. I have nerves and anxieties too. The first one probably being the most is leaving my son home on his own for the first time. The way I feel better about that is, I did my best letting him know what needs to be done, and I am going to be available if he needs me, and I can get back here within 24 hours for an emergency. I looked into that kind of travel stuff. So that makes me feel better, but it's hard not to be terrified and think of all kinds of awful stuff that could happen. And then, of course, there's number two that scares me is the language barrier, because even though I've been scoring really high on Duolingo, and I joined Lingopie also, which has TV shows and movies that you can use to learn Spanish. I will try to link that below to their website if you're interested. I haven't done that very much, and I'm going to be extremely limited in what I'm able to say when I leave here, and I won't be able to talk to everyone. I have a real hard time understanding spoken Spanish. So I have a little bit of terror about being surrounded by people who can't understand me and where I can't understand them. So I have a little panic when I think about that, but I'm hoping that as I get more proficient that gets better. But it's hard to not get scared about that, because you could get stuck somewhere. Also, I don't want to be, another fear, rational or irrational, is becoming one of those Dateline mysteries. Woman moves abroad by herself and disappears, that kind of stuff. Eventually, I'll probably be dating at some point, and, who knows, where I'll be or what'll be going on. It does make me feel a little bit better to have Drago with me, because, I will attract less crime while I have my big guard dog next to me. But, there's all kinds of circumstances that are unpredictable. So even though I'm really excited, and I am still excited, and, there are so many things that are going to be foreign to me that make me a little nervous. All these mosquito-borne illnesses, or a lot of water-borne illnesses, parasites. And you have to soak your fruit, and if you have, certain parasites that you can get from the water. So I get all these kind of little anxieties and nerves about that unfamiliar stuff and the potential dangers. But I am lucky. I have good people giving me good advice and good groups, and I have, a way to stay in touch. So it won't seem quite as scary, since I have, different forms of social media and contact with other people. But I was just checking in, letting you know that I'm having a little bit of terror, but just a little bit, and not enough to deter me, because I'm still pretty excited. So we'll talk to you soon once I get my Gringo visas paperwork done, and I get my Ecuadorian identification and all that's done. I'll probably do an update again. So until then, hasta luego.